We have now come to our last and final pitch. That's right, one whoop. They get a little bit, I think we deserve a little bit more whoops as we introduce to the stage our official 2026 Incubator project, which is duly upgrades from the last few years. And of course, congratulations on the Project of the Year Award 2025. Graduated to the Incubator. And this year, to really put some of these to the test into an MVP, into the agentic and story intelligence, the agentic production ecosystem. So without further ado, I've got the award-winning John Roberts. I've got the award-winning Maura McIntosh. I'm sure you guys have won awards sometime in your day. Yeah, but maybe soon this year, who knows? All the way from Chicago, Brian Hoffer from Associated Press, welcome, a brand new champion. And also Alex Bassett from NBC Universal, originally from Britain, but obviously living abroad. So 4 champions to present this. Without further ado, welcome our incubator, our official incubator. Thank you.
Thank you. We've brought the award up because we're hoping to cash it in for another 45 seconds on the clock, if that's okay, Vicky. Okay, so this is the most profound disruption that our industry has faced. We no longer ask whether AI will transform production. That's already happening. The question now is whether we design that transformation or allow it to define us. Agentic AI is a structural shift in the production stack. Systems that reason and act. Workflows that adapt in real time, intelligent integrations, and knowing automations operating at scale. Meanwhile, as broadcasters, many of us share a common problem. Our tech stacks are fragmented, our data is siloed, our workflows break under pressure. Our tech does not always support our people. But agentic is a re-architecture moment. This is the opportunity to revision the stack.
As you've heard a little bit already today, this project has its roots in 3 consecutive IBC accelerators that have broadly explored how software-defined production and AI might reshape live production through the lens of integration, automation, and those interfaces where workflows meet our skilled people. Each year, the picture has become clearer, and what we see now with agentic AI and the frameworks emerging around it is the convergence point. These aren't separate development tracks anymore. They're one architectural challenge, and that's what this incubator seeks to take on. We've proven that agents can work. Now the task is to make them production ready. Building on last year's proof of concept, this incubator would advance the work across the full content lifecycle beyond the control room, from isolated capabilities to an integrated system. The organizing principle here is story context, a shared, persistent understanding of a story that flows end to end, from tip-off through to distribution and into archive, accessible to every agent and every human at every stage. Today, that context fractures at every handoff point. Notes get lost, decisions are obscured, intent gets diluted. This project builds the architecture to preserve that through the chain. Success will be a full agentic content lifecycle, an end-to-end agentic layer coordinating tools, data, and workflows, a live demonstration of breaking news moving from the first wire signal through to multi-platform output carried by coordinated agents throughout, security by design, guardrails embedded at every stage, full transparency and auditability, human editorial control maintained throughout, and a reusable open framework pattern that the wider industry can adopt. This will be the shift from experimentation to infrastructure.
This is what story intelligence looks like as a system. That red banner at the top, that's the story agent. It's the single persistent brain that holds everything about a story and carries it from first alert to final publish. It doesn't hand off, it doesn't reset, it keeps getting smarter. Underneath that, 5 stages of production, each with its own coordinator and specialist agents. Discovery agents find the story. Planning agents build the angles. Create agents produce assets for every platform. Execute agents run the show. And distribution agents push it out the door. Every one of them reads from and writes back to the same place. That expanding bar, that's the key, the story object. It starts as identity, a headline, a few entities. By the time it reaches distribution, it's carrying assets, rundowns, graphics, editorial decisions, playout logs, SEO metadata, 20+ skills deep. It only ever grows, context is never lost. And all three output tracks, broadcast, social, and digital, run simultaneously off that story object. One source of truth, every format. At the bottom, editorial standards enforced across every stage, and a shared skills layer that where any partner's capability plugs in through open protocols. No walled garden, no vendor lock-in. This is one unified system that scales from a single breaking alert to an entire media pipeline.
So this initiative brings together some of the world's leading broadcasters, news companies, and technology innovators to build the future of agentic production. Our champion organizations represent worldwide daily audience reach and have centuries of combined editorial excellence. Together, we're establishing standards that will guide the industry's transformation. We are actively seeking partners who bring deep expertise in cloud-native architectures, in multi-agent system design, and production-grade DevOps practices. If your organization has pioneered scalable AI systems or production automation, we would love to hear from you. And this is an opportunity, as we say, to help shape foundational standards that we think are going to define the next generation of broadcast and media technology.
And if we get this right, we define the next production standard. We fix the broken threads, and in doing so, we enhance how we tell stories. And we keep our people front and centre, using AI to support our teams whilst human judgment rules. This isn't just news. The system works for sport, entertainment, live events, one framework, many genres. And new methods for safety by design for agentic in production, with transparency, traceability, and human accountability built directly into the stack. This is not a product. We're defining a new framework for agentic production, and we're inviting the industry to build it with us. Come and talk to us at table 12. Thank you.